Chicas Fuertes is a collaboration between the University of Illinois Chicago and West Lyon High School that promotes confidence, connection, and well-being among Latina adolescent girls. Led by Dean Patricia Hernandez, the program provides a supportive space for students to explore their strength, self-esteem, and celebrate their cultural identity through interactive activities and community engagement. Together, participants learn to embrace their voices, support one another, and lead with strength in school, at home, and beyond. Please contact Dean Hernandez for more information. Good morning, Westline Eagles. We're here as this week's anchors for WLTV. I'm your anchor, Victoria Marcos.
And I'm your anchor, Victoria Nevares. Victoria, did you finish your English project?
Oops, no, I forgot. But do you know who finished their projects? Leiden students. This past weekend, Leiden celebrates Make a Difference Day with over 400 students volunteering in several projects across 9 different towns.
Wow, that's amazing.
And a reminder for all upcoming juniors and seniors who plan to take consumer's education over the summer that registration must be completed between November 3rd and March 16th.
I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore. But a special shout out to our boys varsity soccer team for winning Leiden's 3rd IHSA regional championship with a win 3-0.
Yo, Victoria, what are you doing?
I'm making music, duh.
What? How?
I'm using an app called Logic Pro.
What is that?
Let's get Sebastian and Dominic to tell us more about it.
At Leiden, one of our most overlooked elective classes is probably our digital music production class with Mrs. Wilkes. Take it from her. Not only does she teach digital music production, but concert band 1 and 2, and co-teaches symphonic band, and will also be teaching our beginning guitar class next semester here at Leiden.
My name is Miss Wilkes.
There's a lot that goes into this class in terms of what you learn, what equipment you use, and how you can use this somewhere in your future.
Yeah, so digital music production is a non-performance-based class, so you don't have to have any prior music knowledge or experience, where students get to create and study digital music. So we get to use 2 different platforms. We start on Soundtrap, and then we introduce Logic Pro on the school-provided MacBook laptops. So we cover what music production is, different careers within the field. We talk about music theory, we talk about sound design, we talk about mixing, EQ, compression, stuff like that. And the students get to complete various projects based on guidelines as well as like original compositions and creativity.
Digital music production is the process of creating, recording, editing, and mixing music using computer software. Common software used is Logic Pro and or what's used here in class, Soundtrap.
Here's a preview of what a student made using this computer software, Logic Pro.
We use MacBook Airs provided by the school that stay in the classroom that are, each laptop has Logic Pro, which is a professional digital audio workspace that the students get to experience. With that, there is a MIDI keyboard that gets plugged into it as well when we start doing like the music theory unit. And we start on Soundtrap because it's a little bit easier to understand, and it's a cloud-based program. It's a free website. So while most of the projects later in the semester get completed on Logic Pro, the students have access to Soundtrap and could practice their beat making, songwriting skills at home on their Chromebooks as well.
We encourage students to adventure in our many opportunities here at Leiden, and digital music production is a great place to start. Not only will it help you meet your graduation standard as a fine arts class, but there is also a lot you can learn, not just about digital music production, but music arrangement, music theory, and so much more. If you're interested in the class in any way, try it. Ask your counselor and start your next chapter as a music producer. This is Dom and Sebastian signing off.
I've been really wanting to join a club, but I don't know which one. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, actually, I do. Have you heard about the Bible Club and prayer in school?
Actually, no, I haven't. What's it about?
I don't really know, but Ayo and Jose can tell us more about it. Alongside Lucas and Junior explaining another new opportunity for Leiden students with boys bowling.
What's up, guys? I'm Lucas Latiker, and today we're going to be checking out the new boys bowling team for West and East Leiden. Pins are crashing and excitement is rolling at West Leiden, where the school has introduced its new boys bowling team. With Coach Schlattner as well as Coach Giordano leading the program and student athletes stepping up to the lanes, the Eagles are ready to strike into their debut season. Now, let's hear a little from Coach Giordano himself about the bowling program.
So this is our first season, the inaugural season of boys bowling, and we started it because we had a lot of interest from students last year, and so a lot of other schools have started a boys bowling program. So we, and coming off the heels of a really successful girls program, we thought it'd be great to include boys.
Coach Giordano emphasized that this first season focuses on growth, leadership, and building a strong foundation. According to the IHSA, boys bowling is expanding statewide as more schools add teams to meet rising student interests, a trend that mirrors what's happening here at Leiden. That momentum leads to Senior Matthew, one of the program's standout bowlers, who embodies the dedication and talent Coach Giordano described.
What I'm hoping to get out of this season is more knowledge of bowling, see if I can go with it in the future, and just have fun with it.
As a senior leader, Matthew's performance reflects both the promise of the new program and the growing excitement around high school bowling in Illinois. With the launch of the first ever boys bowling team, West Leiden is giving students a new way to compete, lead, and make their mark in Illinois high school sports. The team is setting the tone for future seasons, showing that dedication and teamwork can make any new program a success. As the team grows, the foundation laid this year promises to keep bowling a lasting part of the school's athletic tradition. Thanks for tuning in with us. I'm Lucas Latiker, and we interviewed the boys bowling team.
Thank you guys for sharing details about Bible Club and striking out with Leiden's latest sports team.
But now it's time for us to spread awareness about what's been going on around our community and how ICE has been affecting our daily lives. Let's pass it off to Omar and Rogelio to tell us more about it.
I was just worried about what was gonna happen after that, since they were like pretty aggressive with the way I countered them.
The plan was just a haircut. Instead, he ended up surrounded by officers asking him to prove he belonged in his own country. Last Tuesday, Victor Favela, a West Leiden senior, left his house on a trip he's taken many times before, to his barbershop. Only this time, he was being followed. Without warning, Victor was sandwiched between 3 vehicles and asked to show his ID.
I was leaving my house just to get a haircut appointment on Tuesday, and I noticed I was getting followed by a car, but I didn't really think much of it. And I drove like 2 more miles. They got out the truck and they told me to put my hands up and turn the truck off and roll the windows down. They were banging on the right side of the window, the passenger, and I rolled them down. I put my hands up. They told me to show my ID and my license, and after I gave them that, they just wanted more information, which I didn't have other than my school IDs, and I showed them that. And I was just worried about what was gonna happen after that, since they were like pretty aggressive with the way I countered them, and I was just thinking whether I was gonna make it out of there or not. After that, they were telling me they were looking for the truck, so I asked them why, and they didn't answer my question. They just told me that it was specifically that truck, but they still let me go in the end.
This isn't an isolated case. According to a study conducted by ProPublica, investigations have found over 170 U.S. citizens arrested by ICE. These arrests have resulted in citizens being detained by immigration officers nationwide. Some reported being kicked, dragged, or held for days before being released, even after their citizenship was confirmed. Even though Victor wasn't arrested or detained, this was an alarming encounter that he wished he could have better prepared for. Here at West Leiden, we offer various resources. Here's our principal, Mr. Centeno, to talk about it.
We have a list of resources on our website that we've kind of pushed out and said, hey, look, here are some of the things that can help families in need. I think pushing that, also just kind of reassuring our students that that's what we're here for, is to help them and reach out if they need help.
According to Civil Rights Guidance from ACLU, a nonprofit organization centered on American civil liberties, everyone, including U.S. citizens, has the right to remain silent when questions about immigration status. You don't have to answer where you were born or how you entered the country. However, experts at the ACLU stress staying calm. Stay calm and be polite. Do not lie or give false documents. Remember details of the encounter. Ask if you're free to go. When you follow these steps, you're making sure you're doing everything you can to keep yourself safe.
Just like anything else, when students are in danger or families, as a community, we have to respond. And I think it's important for us to make sure that we are reminding kids that coming to school is the most important thing. You have a whole building full of people that care about kids. And really, at the end of the day, it's your education level that's going to change things in the future. Like, all of this stuff is politics related and government, and the only way to make those changes is to be educated and have a vote and a say in those things.
And stay calm, don't think about running away, or don't show that you're nervous. Just follow their orders. And yeah.
Sat in room 153, a group of students, hands crossed, participate in an activity that is considered forbidden: prayer. Or is it? Since 1962, America further separated church and state through the SCOTUS case Engel v. Vital, stating that mandatory public school prayer was unconstitutional. But as an unseen consequence, many schools have tiptoed around sponsoring religion. Brianna, the founder of Bible Club, faced pushback initially when advertising due to the school being afraid to recognize the club. Through her blood, sweat, and tears, students were able to have this space of free expression. Here is Mr. Hammond and Sabrina explaining the importance behind having this safe space.
Yeah, I think it's part of them. Like I said, it's part of their maybe upbringing or who they are and what they're going through and things like that. So I think as much as possible in a school environment, in a public school environment, as much as possible, I think it's good for kids to be able to act that out and live that out.
Yeah, I think it's important to have a place of prayer in school to come together and share our faith and pray for one another and just sharpen one another in this setting and in this environment. I think it's so important to do that.
Now, with the initial barriers destroyed, the Bible Club faces close to no resistance with its activities, due to the student pushback all across America. Laws have now changed. The U.S. Department of Education states students may organize prayer groups and religious clubs to the same extent that students are permitted to organize other non-curricular student activity groups, without discrimination because of the group's religious character or perspective. Thanks to this, kids all over America can freely express their faiths. Here is Sabrina, speaking on how this year it was easier to continue Bible Club.
I remember I couldn't put the word of Jesus in a poster, and they kind of just had a hard time just allowing that to happen. So it was just hard for that. And previously, Brianna, she had a lot of problems with the same thing, just being able to do it as fast as possible.
Make sure to stop by Bible Club if you're looking for an open community. Thank you for listening. This has been Io, that guy shaking his head on screen, and Jose.
Thank you, Rogelio and Omar, for sharing this story about our school. We hope everyone is able to stay safe. As the holidays approach and we want to be surrounded by family, it's essential that everyone knows their rights and gets to celebrate with their nearest and dearest. That's right. And one of the essentials for the holidays is gathering around the table for some feasting. You know what? I am craving a big Thanksgiving dinner with turkey, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and dessert with a good apple pie. Me too, but Not that I'm really thinking about it. We're kind of broke.
You know what? Let's get Morelli and Michelle to teach us how to make a good Thanksgiving dinner on a budget.
Welcome back, Light students, to our budgeting series.
Today, we're doing Thanksgiving meals to show you guys that you don't need big bucks to make a big feast.
So let's get to it.
Everyone wants to plan a Friendsgiving, but not everyone has the money to create the elaborate dishes that we see all over our social media. We're here today to show you that it's possible to bring a dish for your Friendsgiving that saves your pockets and fills your belly. We picked 3 stores to create our dishes from, with our sides being made with ingredients bought at Aldi, our entree from Julasco, and our dessert from Dollar Tree. This made our whole Thanksgiving course just under $40.
And now we're back in the kitchen and we're gonna get to cooking.
So now we're gonna try our Thanksgiving meal. The dessert is cooking right now, but let's see what we got.
Let's dig in.
What do you want to say?
Coco, shh.
Let's try the homemade mac.
I think the mac and cheese is from Julasco.
The mashed potatoes are definitely from Dollar Tree.
Honestly, this is fine dining. This is a whole 4-course meal, and I didn't get the 5th course, but why did you get the 5th? I mean, it's just missing some candles, like the atmosphere.
The rolls are pretty good. Low-key, I'm gonna need this at our Friendsgiving, guys.
Hey guys, we think it's a 10 out of 10. My favorite was the mac and cheese. Yup, my favorite was the rolls. Very good, very good.
And then tell each other like, oh, this is really good. Like,
That was a success, as you can see. Look at everybody. They're so happy. Their bellies are so full.
#thankful lighting.
While reflecting on the footage and the challenge we gave ourselves, Marley and I realized that we spoke less about the quality of the food and more about the quality of the memories. We found that the food tastes better when it's made with love and enjoyed with those that we are thankful for. For Lighten News, this is Michelle, Beja, and Marley Cano, gobbling up these budgeting tips.
Well, that's a wrap for this week. Thank you for tuning in with Victoria Squared.
Thank you for tuning in for WLTV. This is Victoria Navarez
and Victoria Marcos. Go Eagles!
You know what? Let's get Morelli and Michelle to teach us how.
Wrap for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Wait. You have to say it
No,
too.
you say it.
No, you said we both had to say it.
You guys didn't say anything about
Here.